David Benjamin, ESPN. You don't always address your team with any kind of message, or there's so many games that you played during the course of a regular season, and the playoffs. But will you say anything to them tonight? And if so, can you share some of what you will say?
We already spoke about it after the game 6. So the guys know what's at stake, what we need to do, and big game 7. The guys are excited. We're prepared. So we'll see what happens.
Left side.
Hi, Ty. Do you draw on any of your past big game experiences going into tonight?
I mean, well, our team is different, but, I mean, same thing, just got to execute. We know the blueprint of what we want to do offensively and defensively. The 2 biggest things is taking care of the basketball and getting back in transition. So nothing too complicated.
Jason.
When we talked to you in Vegas last summer, you were really excited about the Jeff Green signing and thought he could be a really big piece. But did you ever envision he would be starting in Game 7 of the conference finals for you?
You never know. It's a long season, a lot of injuries, a lot of things happen, different trades and things like that. So throughout the course of the season, you just got to stay the course. And I think this team has done a good job of doing that. And now we're in a position where, Jeff's been big for us, on and off all season. So now Eastern Conference Finals Game 7, he'll be starting. So he's excited for the opportunity, as well as everyone else is. So let's do it.
Front row, Joe.
In a Game 7, I don't think you'd use the word limitations, but how is JR's ankle? Is it something that you have to watch? Is it sore or anything like that? He was hobbling at the end of Game 6.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it, so I assume he's great.
And then Brad said he was going to stick with his same starters, which I guess means Baines is going to go. So you guys are smaller. What advantages and challenges does that represent?
Well, the challenge is, I think keeping Baines off the glass. I think he's great at going to the glass, going to the boards, and he's a physical presence. So, if you try to switch and things like that with him on the floor, it's tough. So that's about it.
Middle left, Ken.
Ken Berger from Bleacher Report. Ty, I know Doc Rivers was a mentor of yours, and he wouldn't say this before a big game like this, but afterward he would say, like, he knew in the first few minutes what kind of night it was going to be based on, what kind of energy his team had, what kind of force was there early. What kind of things do you look for, early in a game like this to kind of know what the temperature of your team's going to be?
I think our pace, I think our attack mode, being in attack mode, for 48 minutes, and if we're taking care of the basketball and getting quality shots. So that's the biggest thing and the biggest key for me.
Jason.
Do you enter tonight expecting LeBron to play all 48 minutes?
Say it again?
Do you enter expecting LeBron to play all 48 minutes? Is that the ideal for
Not
you in
all
this
48,
situation?
no.
About what we saw before with the last minute of the third quarter?
See if we can get him out at the end of quarters if we can, so we can get that last little minute and a 3-minute timeout and kind of see how it goes. But it all depends on how the flow of the game is going, but not 48. But if I have to, I will.
Front row, Rachel.
I know how to follow that. What's the difference when George Hill is aggressive at the start of the game versus when he's not?
We're a different team. I think when he's playing with pace and being aggressive, attacking the basket. Oh, how do we get him to do it? He's in the right mindset. We just got to keep talking to him, playing with speed and pace and attacking the basket, and when he's playing that way, he's been playing at home. We're a tough team to beat, so we need that same George Hill for tonight. I'll be on him all game.
Front row right, Adam.
You mentioned after the last game you do kind of use timeouts sometimes strategically to get LeBron rest and being aware of that. Is there anything you can do within the flow of the game to steal rest here and there while he's kind of still out there?
Yeah, just, the last minute or so of each quarter, try to get him out, and then that way he get a minute of playing time and 3 minutes during the timeout. So we just got to gauge and see how it goes. And if the guys we have in are playing well, he can get more rest. So we'll see.
Middle right, Jackie.
Ty, what's your biggest concern about this Celtics team now that you're here at this Game 7?
I'm just focused on us. No concern about them. If we play the right way and play the way we're capable of playing, then we'll be fine. So we have the mindset and focus to come in and win in Game 7. The guys are prepared. We're prepared. So we'll see what happens.
Candace.
Ty, to go back a little bit, sorry for doing this, but
Oh.
February 11th, when you played here, first game after the big trade, you guys won and won handily. If you can remember just your biggest takeaway from what you saw from that new team.
Well, I watched it a couple times because Kevin didn't play in that game. So I just think it was just different. The guys were excited. Didn't really know what the expectations were. Wasn't a lot of thinking because we only had 3 plays in, and they just kind of played free. So it's different now. So we'll see.
Last question down front.
Ty, the crowd tonight, how will your players handle it? What will you tell your players when the crowd gets going? Do you tell them to embrace the atmosphere, or do you tell them, block it out, just do your job?
You know, the crowd's going to be electric tonight. We know that, but we got to do a good job just taking the crowd out. I think if we take care of the basketball, have great shot selection, and then get back in transition and take away their easy baskets, I think we'll be fine. So you guys got to do a good job, especially to start the game, with just taking care of the basketball, taking good shots.